Let's go! As I find all the buttons. Okay, so I am carrying on from where I left off yesterday. There we go.
Lieutenant, Captain Akaran has new orders for you.
Very well. Where is Elian?
The enemy tried to smother us. We got separated. By the time we had slain the attackers, Elian was dead. Something put a hole clean through his helmet.
I should have been with you.
I only wish he had lived to see that hive ship burn.
I fought beside Elian for 2 decades. He could not have been defeated by Hormagaunts.
There are creatures more deadly than Hormagaunts down there.
You should not have let our squad be divided.
He is gone, Sergeant. Duty is all.
I do not forget my brothers so quickly.
Finish game mode allows you to switch to operations in the Town of War. Town of War is a PvP game mode where the battle of the fate of the Imperium never ends. A quick match is the fastest way to squad up. Operations, PvE game mode. So I desperately want to try operations. But how do I... Yeah. Oh, okay. So, I'm not going to lie, to me it's all about the bulwark.
Perhaps my next pilgrimage to Olympus once will free me from the last of this rebellious...
Choose one of 6 classes. Through primary, side armor, melee, and customize my armor. Okay, and editing armor. I mean, that's clearly what we're aiming for now. Wow. Okay, so there's some cool stuff in here. Some of it which doesn't seem to be applicable, for lack of a better word. Oh wow, so that really did throw me across to the other side. Launch bay. I mean, my hope was that that was going to bring me to a party screen, which I think isn't going to happen now. Oreo. Is that Oreo? It's good. I've had to play around with some of the settings, if I'm honest. As yesterday I was having
Banner, ready to deploy.
some absolute craziness come through. But this is the first time that we're doing going into the multiplayer. One of the more exciting features since I found out it was in the game, I desperately wanted to try it. The only thing I'd say so far is it's a little bit glitchy. The glitchy might not be the right word, but it doesn't perform as well as I was hoping it would.
Your mission is to use the stored promethium in the refinery to destroy the enemy
But that could be a me thing, that could be a thing with my rig, that could be that it's early. But for a game that's launched, that you've got early access to, as it were, it's probably one of the more polished.
Trigger detonation only when the main swarm has entered the plaza zone. Captain Akaram will coordinate our efforts over bombs.
Deployed and ready.
Also keep in mind this is the first time that I've used the sword and shield, so I don't really know entirely what it does. Not gonna lie, I thought I parried that, but
Clear a blast radius. You failed at all.
deploy a banner that restores armor to nearby party members. I mean, I will when I need to. It's hard there. That hammer is sick. Been trying to save to get it. I mean, it's worth it, but at the same time, I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, I bought this edition because I was impatient. And based on the fact that the majority of the DLC is going to be out next year, it's worth continuing to save. See, like, I've just turned up and just fucking took their kill. What is my duty? To serve the Emperor. Hello, Dad. And to slaughter everything. I should have got the early access edition. I mean, it's worth it. I'm expecting some sort of patch to come out next on launch day that's going to maybe stabilize things a little bit. But again, hey, Azza, thank you very much for the follow. Although I'm thinking that some of the settings I changed last night, I think it is working a little bit better for me today. I need to move my legs.
Avenging angel at your disposal. I am in the enemy's clutches.
Ah, forgot these for a thing.
Say goodbye to the
Do you play any Warhammer outside of games? No. I've always wanted to, but I'm terrible with painting. I've always been very much. I love Warhammer games because. Thank you very much for the hello, Oreo. It looks so good. What's it called and what's it available on console? It looks amazing. So it's Warhammer 40k. Thank you very much for the hello, Josh. It is Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. It's currently out if you buy the pricier edition of the game. Otherwise, it's out on Monday or Tuesday. And as far as I know, it is out on everything. Hey, Whiskey, thank you very much for the follow.
Captain, demolition codes are secure. Proceed to the Promethean refinery and complete the demolition renovations.
No, Phil, you're very welcome. Hey, KD. Power sword over chainsword, bro. Yeah, you're right. I mean, look. I mean, this is the first time that I've jumped into the like the multiplayer and the custom class stuff. And I'll be honest with you, I just kind of picked up like the first set that I could. Hey, Zach, thank you very much for the follow. How good of a game is it though? I mean, I think it's pretty banging. I like how it looks. I like how it plays. It's taken a bit of practice. Me and my pals got the standard edition, so we got to wait. But we're going to play tabletops today. But that's fair, Whiskey. I mean, I'll be honest with you. After I've played a bit online, I do have a D&D session that I have to go to today as well. I love it, but I can't get enough of it. Yeah. I mean, when I was playing yesterday, I did run into an issue where my frames were dropping left, right, and centre. But I think that's more of a me issue. Hobby painting. Thank you very much for the follow. When is your D&D today? It's around 3 o'clock, so I'll be leaving around 2. Gonna get you, come here. Yeah, you can take that. So I'll be leaving around 2 and I'll be back at around 11, 12, like midnight. So it's a proper long session. How do you play this, mate? Is it out on PC now? Max, yeah, it's out on PC now. There is an early access edition that gives you 4 days early access. I think it comes in the gold and in the ultimate edition of the game. Otherwise, it's a case of buying on your platform of choice and waiting until Monday or Tuesday.
So, what's the psychic onslaught?
So when it comes to D&D, KD, I'm going to be playing. I'm going to be leaving around, like leaving my house around 2. I'll probably stop streaming around 12, and then I will be back around 11 or midnight. Max, no, you're welcome. Is it as good as the trailers? Well, the cinematic trailers. I mean, it's definitely as gory as the cinematic trailers.
Talassa, the Cadians are running out of time. How close are you to the Promethean facility?
Arriving at the objective now.
You are making good time. We're going to need it.
I will probably play Once Human when I get back.
Rally to me for passage.
I mean, I just like the idea of having a fist. So when I'm asleep, you don't sleep. Don't come here and like blatantly lie to me. Don't.
Use the cords to break the bomb and finish its deployment.
I've downloaded Once Human, but I've not played it.
Cautiously.
It's worth playing. I mean, it's one of those games that since I picked it up, I've been playing it every day. I will be asleep at that time, or be getting up. It's a bit much to share while streaming, I'm not going to lie.
Deployment has begun.
Rites of activation have been observed. The generators hum in the machine god's name.
I don't need the stims, you take
Brain
stims,
sequencing
take some ammo.
initialized.
The game broke my PC. What do you mean you broke your PC? I've seen lots of good things about this. Is it worth getting right now? I mean, I would... Since I saw... I mean, I've been following this since it was announced. So for me, it was a bit of a no-brainer, because it is just crazy. And then looking at the roadmap for the game and everything else that's coming out with it, like over time, like including a horde mode, the operations are getting more content come out with it. I think it's worth it. I started playing this game today. And honestly, Gears 5 is better. The problem is Gears 5 is banging. Where the fuck did you go? Right, so this is the first time I've...
This is a precise operation. We will have to hold it. Airborne. Some Tyranid canker sighted. Generator 2 under threat.
Potential heretical sabotage of generator 2. Secure immediately.
God, thank you very much for the roses. I didn't think the graphics are good enough. I don't know. It does. Warhammer, as always, feels like aesthetically, it triggers something in my brain.
Y-axis aligned.
I think the environments, I think the detailing of the characters is brilliant.
Blessed be the honest sire's divine precision.
Max, thank you very much for the follow.
Perform the necessary cleansing to resume operation.
I mean, the difficulty's definitely there. I think if you play it with other people, you will have probably a more decreased challenge. However, if you're like me, even with that being said, I'm still struggling. Oscar, this is Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. But yeah, I mean, I haven't upped the difficulty from normal. I mean, a lot of people, a lot of the early reviews have been saying, you know, up the difficulty. I think I always like to play it normal, then work my way up. Okay, can you choose who you want to be or have to be that guy? So in the multiplayer, you can choose, I think it's like one of six or eight classes. There are customizable pieces to their armor. However, with the main story, you do play as like Titus.
Swapping magazine.
Which personally, I don't mind it. You know, you got your main campaign. Your main campaign is supposed to introduce you to a bit of everything. So yes, it is Warhammer 40k. The voice acting is definitely one of the highlights throughout the whole game.
Purge the aliens.
Bro came in, spoke some shit, and left. Yeah, unfortunately that's what happens sometimes. Nothing down here. Definitely wasn't in the...
Picking up extra rounds. Dispensing steams. Gear acquired.
Yeah, so I feel a little bit sorry. I feel like I just took all the meds, but I was running off of what feels like 1% HP.
Always love the smell of Promethean.
I'm completely new to Warhammer. Can I play this? I want to get into it, but not sure where to start. Yeah. They do a decent job. Like, I didn't play the first game either. And while I've played a good chunk of other Warhammer games, like, they haven't always been Space Marines. So, I mean, it works. It works as a game. That if you want your first Warhammer experience to be this gory, like, gory game where you're fighting against hordes of enemies, then this is your game. I'm going to go down. I went down.
Son of killer, if I fall, may I be resurrected in a furious body of steel and vengeance.
Stop it. Right, put the flag down now. So I know it looks like, but when I'm doing melee, when I'm doing finishing moves, I'm just doing it because lol finishing move. So as you do your finishing move, you start to get, you unlock chunks of your shield back, which admittedly on Twitch you can't see, but on YouTube it's up on the top left of my corner underneath my health.
Restoring vitality. This tide of Xenos is ended.
Most of the game you can start any of them, and it'd be good and learn stuff. Yeah, and KD's right. And it doesn't matter if you're playing this, if you're playing one of the RPG games, oh god, don't even stop it. If you are playing Rogue Trader, like every game is its own thing. I mean, even with that being said, like, personally, I tend to prefer more fantasy. And for me... Hey, Day, thank you very much for the 13 roses. With... Oh, Jesus, that's completely from me. What was I saying?
Where shall I plant this flag?
So that's why Warhammer 40k kind of appeals to me, because it's that mix of like sci-fi and fantasy. No, don't apologise. It's my fault for like kind of like I woke up today and then I just like came online.
Suspects deep scan ready.
So I don't know if I'm using the shield properly. I've seen this game advertised a lot. Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you. Is this a new Warhammer game? Yes. Seen the game advertised a lot. Yeah, Dave, so, yeah, I mean, it's coming out, what the official release is like.
Come on.
Yeah, no, I'm taking it. I got it first. The official release is like Monday or Tuesday. There is editions of the game that get you early access to it. I don't regret getting the early access. And wait for it to be released on Xbox. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's the same release date, but I could be wrong. Hey, Dave, thank you very much for the follow. Definitely feel like I need to get onto the other platform. And thank you very much for the follow as well, Dan. Right, I feel like I can't parry as well because of the shield. I don't know if this is just me making this up now. The thing is, like, in terms of games, if you've played World War Z, this is pretty much World War Z, but with Tyranids. Which I feel like is a statement that will get me in a lot of trouble, but... Okay, they come from behind.
Waste nothing, brothers.
And Danny, thank you for the follow. I can't remember if I have responded.
Halfway there, brothers. Keep it up.
You did. Cool. Nope, dodge backwards. I've never played a Warhammer game. Can I jump into this? Callum, yeah, if I'm honest. Like, I mean, this is technically a sequel. There's like 10 years between the two. But that shouldn't put you off, Daddy.
The swarm has almost fully committed.
It's crazy. It's got a decent storyline. It is gory. There's lots to learn. There's different classes that you can use in the multiplayer. They do have a roadmap for more content that's going to be coming out. That includes a horde mode. This so far out of the games that I have, I would, maybe from an aesthetic perspective, like, what the? I could probably agree. Just that, big mechanical world. But like, it's not a case of getting new gear and always grinding light levels. AP, do I think it's worth it? I think it's worth it.
You are clear to detonate. Cook those rotten bastards.
Okay, so... Doug! Stop it! So, my dog's been a bit of a dick. So I'm keeping an eye on him at the same time.
Swarm annihilation confirmed.
He thinks I don't know.
Excellent. Move to extract.
Thunderhawk arriving at evac point. Wrap down and ready.
What I will say about the game is it does what it does well. It doesn't really introduce anything new. But actually, for a third-person shooter that's got a lot of melee mechanics, it does everything well. It does the hordes of enemies well. It does the aesthetic well.
Extract to lasso.
Okay, distraction over there.
I shall suffer your poor aim, avenging angel.
Extraction.
And we're heroes. It's a single player co-op? Yep. So the storyline... Colin, thank you very much for the follow. So the storyline, the story stuff is co-op. It's 3 player co-op. You've got the 3-player operations. So the operations happen at different segments during the campaign. And then PvP's PvP. I haven't touched it yet. I am terrible at PvP. What class did I pick? I think it's Vanguard, but I could be getting the name mixed up with other. Basically, I got a shield, and I drop a banner. Bulwark. Is it similar to Helldivers? No. But I have been saying if that's the next thing that Warhammer needs to do, right? I think a more Helldivers inspired Space Marines game would be amazing. And Mark, yeah, no, I agree. It is amazing. No, I get that, paint monkey. So because of that, I leveled up, but I think I may grab this. I was gonna get Outlaws. I think Outlaws. So here's the thing about Outlaws, right? I think if you're a Star Wars fan, you've watched all the movies, you've watched all the TV series. And you've been, loving it since, I grew up with Star Wars. I think you'll have a good time with it. Do I think if you were someone that wasn't very heavily invested in Star Wars lore, I don't think you'll enjoy it. I think if you could tackle it as if it was an Assassin's Creed game, or like every other Ubisoft game, I think you'd be disappointed. Yeah, the gameplay's terrible, but I think from the immersion perspective, it looks pretty good. There's a difference though when you start smacking a stormtrooper around the back of the head and you give him a concussion. Better than that test drive bollocks. Paid for gold and can't even get on it. Okay, that's crazy. Is it the test drive the new like open world driving game? This on Game Pass, Chris? No, this ain't on Game Pass. And I think while there might be a chance that it may one day come to Game Pass. Is that... I'm here. I'm in the ready zone. Is there something that I'm missing? It's probably on there, yeah, Colin. I mean, I had to turn some settings down for myself to be able to run it. What game? This is Space Marines, Warhammer 40k Space Marines Machine. It has, it's out in early access. Early access is wrong. Oh, okay, so because someone else wants to be a thing, I can't be a thing, can I not? Nope, don't go back to the armor and hall, go back to the launch bay. How are you enjoying the game, dude? Would you recommend? I absolutely would recommend. I mean, at the moment I'm doing the multiplayer stuff, the operations. I can't, and I want to do more. I'm at the second or third mission into the main story. Just bought Astrobot and can't put it down. It's supposed to go shopping tomorrow as well. Astrobot does look banging. Astrobot looks banging. I saw a... I don't know if this is a spoiler, but they had a Legend of Dragoon Astrobot, and that in itself made me want to pick it up. I say Legend of Dragoon, and like the dart from Legend of Dragoon.
Lieutenant Titus predicts the Tyranid's hive Tyrant is leading a swarm along a corridor toward the astropathic relay. We are inserting you near a bridge held by the Imperial Guard that intersects with its path. You will level the whole structure and crush that Xenos monstrosity in the collapse. Visual on drop zone. Setting down. Assist in the defense of the bridge until you confirm that the Xenos Overlord has entered the kill zone. Then trigger the detonation.
Orders confirmed, Captain Titus.
I do kind of love that I've just been... I'm picking classes for the sake of not getting in other people's way. Hold Y to jump in the air.
Delta Wing box check. Viridian reporting. Approaching landing zone.
Thalassa has landed, and soon a tyrant will fall.
Acknowledged. Proceeding to relay. Maintain box reports. Gamma clears out.
I'm coming! No! That
pitiful Xenos was but an abhorrent...
okay, that was nicer than using just the chainsaw. Slower, but nicer.
You appear to be reining in your advance. Affirmative.
It's just give it a slap and it disappears. Hey, Sadistic Grit, how you doing, buddy? Where am I getting shot from? Oh, you sneaky bastard. Hey, Galaxy Buster, thank you very much for the follow. Okay, which way are we going?
Proceed to checkpoint.
Also, I feel sorry for these guys. Playing the campaign right now, and it's fire. Fire's the right word. But there's only one part of this game that I'm not looking forward to playing, and that's the PvP stuff. Which, I'll be honest, the PvP stuff is probably the stuff I won't stream. Just because I'm not the best. Not the best, maybe a little bit of a downplay of that. But I'm not overly competitive.
Your point?
What stirs your passion if not combat?
Oh, good fun.
For combat.
Is this game woke? The hammer is cool as fuck. Yeah. Depends what you mean by is this game woke, I suppose.
I shall buy time, my friends. I shall ne'er return. Remember this day as the sacrifice of... Advancing towards objective.
I mean... Oh boy, I don't even know how to respond to that. I mean, you're playing as big burly space marines. It's as faithful. Oh shit! It's as faithful as to Warhammer as it can be. Looks fun. Hope you enjoy. Yeah, it is fun. Thank you very much. Killed on the spot by your fellow soldier. The look to enemy ain't no joke. Yeah, it's not. I think for a good chunk of it, it's simply because I'm just not used to some of these enemies. Also, you know, like being a class that I wouldn't normally be.
The world this Xenos sought to consume now consumes its carcass.
Why and how did he get down here?
Behold, a relic. It is renewal given form.
This beats Helldivers 2 in my eyes. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. David Campbell, this is Space Marines 2. It's early access is currently now, which comes in a different edition of the game with full release on Monday or Tuesday. It's coming out on all console, you know, major consoles. So PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. What? Can you choose what faction you are? No, you are always Space Marines, even though other factions do appear in the game. Is it 4-player, Lewis? Lewis, no, it's going to be it's 3-player co-op. Looks kind of similar to Fallout 4, but Space Marine at the same time. Dead Space at the same time. Difficult one. Is the season pass and DLC worth it? I mean, look, don't really know yet. There's going to be a lot of cosmetic stuff. There's going to be more there's going to be a couple more game modes and new operations. So I think if you're a Space Marine fan, you're going to enjoy it. Louis Vaness, can you choose what type of Marine you are? Yes. In the operations and in PvP, you can pick from like one of 6 or 8 different classes. Been looking for a wall.
Though I do not claim to know this.
There are many hours in the day.
Of late, I've spent much of my time in the apothecary.
And there is character customization as well. How much is the season pass? I don't know. I don't know how much it is separately, if I'm honest. Just because I bought the all-in-one package. Well, I pre-ordered actually. Ryan, this is Warhammer 40k Space Marines 2.
This soil shall bear the corpse of a hive tyrant lord.
Unitorum does not store explosives to Codex Astartes standards.
I've only just remembered I got a gun. Can someone with an intermediate knowledge of Warhammer players and not be confused? Yes. AJ, is this game 3? No.
I am the righteous storm. Store my armor with the hellish fire.
Reinforcements, which reduces. Okay. What is your favourite faction? So I've never collected the minis, right? I've always played the games. Imperial Guard was what I used to play in Dawn of War 1 and 1, definitely, for the expansions. No, dodge, Colin. Right, I will get back to answering questions in just a second. Dodge. Right, mistakes are made. I need to go with them. This gun looks crazy. Yep. Never played Warhammer. Is it easy to pick up? Yes.
Explosive payload insufficient.
Right, I need an adult.
Source additional war gear.
Go away. I think the whole melee weapons being... Oh, Jesus. I think the whole melee weapons being the best is just because I'm using a massive hammer. How does the gameplay feel on the controls? It's smooth or a bit clunky?
That ravener shall carve no more scars.
A little bit clunky, but that could be because of me. That could be because my frame rate is all over the place. There's a lot going on and there's a lot that's presented on the screen. What is this game? This is Warhammer 40k Space Marines 2.
Charge primed.
Reloading magazine. I still have its charges.
How is this thing still running around? I really want this game, but I fear for my PC. Yeah. So admittedly, I was under the impression that I have no problems running it. I do feel like I am having some problems running it.
There must be more charges somewhere amongst this confusion.
I mean, the question is, I mean, I haven't really been keeping an eye on whatever the quality looks like on my end. So how's this all looking on YouTube and TikTok right now? Do one. What settings do I run the game on? Some are high, some are medium. Okay, that's cool. As long as we're looking good on while streaming. Widescreen support and stuff isn't coming for the game yet, or it's coming, but it's not out yet. Dave Campbell, is this a co-op campaign or multiplayer? Both. 3-player co-op, 3-player. The campaign can be done 3-player co-op, and what you can there are operations as well, which is where you've got a custom character and you can pick one of your classes. So that's what I'm doing right now. Rowan, how's the game? It's banging. No targets detected.
Rally and coordinates.
Is there friendly fire? No. Looks decent. Might get it. Depends on how much it is. Full release game. So you straight away you know how much it is. Have I finished the story? No. I wanted to kind of cut in, do some... Because you can level up your characters, right? Is it true they're giving away free content, new content for free instead of a paywall? When looking at their roadmap, it does look like the new content is going to... Oh my god. Please hold. Yeah, that's going to happen. Oh, I can revive myself. That's cool. It does look like, you know, the horde mode, the operations and stuff is all going to be a part of the 3 stuff. And it does look like the season passes and stuff are going to be more for someone that is... Random Mind Hunt on YouTube, thank you very much. For the Emperor is the right answer. Oh my god, something's melting my armor. Nope, that's bad. Ah. No, you can't use level characters in the main story. Main story is you've got your main character and you go through.
Stim shot injected. War strengthens our brotherly ammunition restocked.
What else we got? I found the assault class rough. I thought it was gonna hate Vanguard, but 10 is my fave. Yeah, there's something about that shield. Oh, they're bulwarks, not Vanguard. I haven't had a lot of time with all of the classes yet. Yeah, and as you can already see, big hammer. I'm gonna use the big hammer. What's this? Oh.
Weapon schematics are in our hands. There is no going back.
Random Mind Hand, you're in the game. When you say that you're in the game, are you in the game with me, or are you my left or right hand?
expecting such illustrious company in the rear ranks.
Yeah, fair.
We've got a handle on these probing strikes, my lords. It's the relay that's getting hammered right now.
Xenos Overlord is inbound. Prepare for intense combat.
That's news. Without armor support to tackle a target that big, we may have to bring down the supply bridge.
Charges are armed and in
This
place.
game gives me vibes of Transformers Fall of Cybertron and Gears of War.
The objective is the Hive Tyrant, not the bridge.
So the Gears of War stuff I get,
Until the Tyranid command unit is exited.
but that's because there's not really a lot of games that put you in a big bulky set of armor.
Guide our lasguns to your support.
The Cybertron, yeah.
Show the Emperor's angel.
If it was faster, I would agree.
Xenos on the bridge.
Well, that was a mistake. I didn't mean to drop you right there.
Swapping magazine.
We're stacking up. Get a frag in there.
Clear the wall. The Hive Tyrant is on its way. But there is a horde of Xenos between you and it. Dig in for the long haul.
They are over the walls. Let us punish them for it.
You have its attention. It is moving to intercept. Apply more pressure.
Okay, that's the place that we need to be.
Tyranids! They're on us!
Enemies on our position.
So I keep double checking back because I know that I've left that mine. Mine, big bomb.
Keep your eyes peeled. The Xenos meter beast will be
Average day in the old Terran state of Australia.
Return by its awesome size.
I've never seen such an atrocity.
Hold. Give the Hive beast a moment.
Holy shit.
Detonate the charges now.
You can complete the campaign. Yesterday, loved it. It's on my list to finish the campaign. I just had the urge just to go more for multiplayer right now. Is this Warhammer Sword Staff Solomon? Yeah.
Time to win. We have given the infernal Xenos a fitting burial.
It's not dead.
So I made a mistake.
Critics were sound.
I should have put that bomb somewhere else. Oh, okay, that wasn't as flashy as I was expecting it to be. Thanks, my friend. My friend's been yapping about this non-stop. It must be good. What difficulty am I playing it on? So I put it on normal, but I don't know how that impacts the operations. Hey, Billy Hall, thank you very much. Where's the armored regiments? Gameplay like Helldivers. No, I wouldn't say it's like Helldivers.
Stim supplies here. We are committed.
What I would say is if they had like a Helldivers like mode, I would be down. Try playing it on the hardest, it's hella fun. Hey, Darth Shadow 2020, thank you very much for the follow.
I would leave it to a lingering death under there were it not still directing the swarm.
And Forever Arsenal, thank you very much for the follow. And thank you for the follow.
This foul miasma slows
Trying to play on the hardest. I will, but I'm not going to stream me playing on the hardest. And no, you cannot beat a bit of Warhammer 40k. Right, that's done. That's done.
I may occasionally
Is this out on Xbox?
but I
It's
follow
getting
our
there.
Primarch the same as you. The battle is
Yeah, I would say comparing to if you had like big Space Marine-esque characters in Helldivers. Like for a start, Space Marines don't really have the mobility.
the Xenos infestation.
Like I've always likened it to like power armor from Fallout.
Next location.
Yeah, from Fallout,
Filling magazines.
which is it makes you stronger and you get some mobility out of it, but you're not that flexible. Cameron, is this out on Xbox? Yes. If you buy the advanced edition, or wait until like Monday or Tuesday, whenever it's coming out. Did you ever play Dawn of War, Winter Assault, Dark Crusade, and Soulstorm? Shame they didn't continue them. They are quite literally the Dawn of War games, right? The original RTS. Yes, if they are the ones I think they are, yes.
Engaging elite cavalry. Firepower.
Score my armor with hellish fire.
Right, I'm not happy with that Stanger. Yes, yeah, I've still got Dawn of War. Dawn of War is one of these things that I used to play with my friends while I was in school. That and Lord of the Rings Battle for Middle-earth 1 and 2. Because they were banging games. Power armor is a good comparison. That's sort of what I was thinking. It looks heavy. Heavy's right. Especially, I mean, in these multiplayer modes, the majority of the Imperial Guard that you come across are normally already in parts. Not parts, in pieces. But you are like 2 or 3 heads higher than them. So it's the equivalent if you were to think about... I've forgotten the name of the game! Super Earth. I've played it so much, but I can't remember! But the game that I was comparing this to, you would be looking up, like your character would be looking up at someone that's like almost half your height taller than you. Oh, I'm stuck on a key.
Tell us a report. The Hive Tyrant continues to evade. Talassa, you cut out.
Oh, that was 2, thank you.
Cut off from our brethren.
Hey, you get on What's Human and get your monoliths done. I will do. It's weird that you just turned up, because I just read the message. What's this, the green dude? He's a bulwark. Bulwark? Shield guy. Surprise little lemon break. Is this a co-op story that we're watching? So AJ, what's going on here is periodically through the game, well, once you put a couple of hours into the game, you unlock what they call operations. So there are parts in the story where a different squad needs to go elsewhere. So these operations are, you've effectively got like a custom character and you can team up with other people to complete those missions. So you're kind of seeing like 2 sides of the story. The only thing is like with this, the part that I'm on now, I don't know what the main story aspect of it is.
The apothecarian provides. Obtaining armor. Fresh supplies for our use.
It's also worth mentioning that the thing that we're about to fight, I have no idea what to deal with. Or how to deal with it.
Prepare yourselves.
It jumped at me and I just forgot how to dodge. Oh, you fucker, you moved.
We as an angel of reloading magazine.
How you doing today? Bud, plane up and all good. Hang on. So I do want to read the chat, but I'm also a bit like, I'm scared, so give me 2 seconds. Dodge! So for a second there, I was like, this is too easy, and then all of that just happened. How are you doing today, birds? PC playing up, all good today. No, everything seems to be working. I think all the streams aren't dying at the same time. Kason, this is Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. Does the game doing a good job? It does a good job of explaining the lore in terms of what you are playing as. So, I'm not going to lie, I'm not having a good time right now. And it's my fault, because I'm just like, ah! Oh! So, this is one of those... It's the first time I've seen... I enjoy the Imperial Fist Battle Doctrine of becoming a war. I feel like I need a random Iron Hand in my life just kind of explaining everything. How come you don't have a gun? I do. But I've only got the one. So with some of the other classes you carry 2 different types of guns around with you. But for a good chunk of it I am a flying hammer boy. Is this game really worth it, and is it hard? Is it really worth it? I'd say yes. Nope, I'm sorry. I don't know for how long I was down for.
Meridian to Damocles. Fox jammer eliminated. Excellent work. Any contact with us?
The species that were fighting the Tyranids. I've always thought of Tyranids as just like worse versions of the aliens from Alien. Hey boy! Is it as good as it looks? Yes. I mean, I think it's as good as it looks. Honestly, otherwise I wouldn't be streaming. Otherwise I wouldn't be playing through it. What my kind of goal is to complete this, like completely 100% it, smash it, and then keep coming back to it as more content drops. Drew, yeah, the campaign is also 3-player. So trials to sharpen your skills in each class. Ah, so these are the things that I should have been doing before I picked up the classes. Hold Y to jump in the air, then press RB. And okay.
Foul Xenos vermin detection. The Imperium's hammer rises to strike. That pitiful Xenos was but an abhorrent monster. We as an angel of death.
I feel like this is going to be one of those things where I'm just going to have to keep doing it over and over again. Damage from melee attacks is executed while sprinting or dashing increases by... Yep. Okay, so I definitely feel like they didn't really know how they wanted to customize hammers, so they didn't. Is it the same with the fists? Yeah. Is the customization shared through the story and operations, or is it separate? As far as I know so far, Ethan, it's separate. Because effectively you are playing as a different class. So, as a different character when you switch to those classes. Mr. Cheese, is it on Game Pass? No. No, unfortunately not. But this is brand new. It's so far that the proper release isn't until next week. Don't stop it. But what I'm going to do for now Thank you very much, everyone, for joining across TikTok and on YouTube. What I would say, keep it lemon. No pity, no remorse, no fear. I might be back on tonight. I'll definitely be back on tomorrow. But if you want to join in more, send us a follow. But until then, have a good day, guys. Peace out. Ethan, thank you very much for the follow. That came at the weirdest time as I was about to push the button. Same to you as well. Keep it lemon. But yeah. You can't leave while it's playing Pedro, can you?